political marriage. Interestingly, it says that he brings her into the city of David until he completes his building projects in Yerushalayim, namely his palace, the Beis Hamikdash, and the city walls. It would seem that the area he builds up for his palace and that of Baparo is in an area known as the Milo, filling, like the Malay, filling in between the area today and Harabayit. In the meantime, they're in the area of the city taken and settled by David Hamelech. This term Ir David appears in the last paragraph as well with regards to David Hamelech's burial place. Vayishkav David im avotav v'yikaver be'ir David. David lay with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. Today, the tziyun I'm standing by for David Hamelech is in the area known as Har Zion. Some argue that this couldn't possibly be the right place, as the pasuk clearly states that he was buried in Ir David. The area here on Har Zion, as far as we know, was not settled at that time and was not considered part of the city. That being said, we don't usually have burial inside a city itself. And the burial area for a city, even though it's right outside, might be called or named as part of the city, even if technically it's outside. And we see this today as well. Someone who's buried in Yerushalayim doesn't necessarily mean they're buried inside Yerushalayim. Nevertheless, others have tried to explain and find remains of a burial cave from the time period in the area of the city of David today in search of David Hamelech's Kever. The main opinion put forth is the city of David itself, meaning within the area that was part of the city in the times of David Hamelech, is an area that I found disappointing every time I went there. There's really nothing to see at all. The professors guiding us would talk about how there was a burial cave inside the city, which would be uncommon. It could be that David Hamelech's, but that it was later turned into a quarry at some point, and so all we can see remains are of a quarry. So how do we know that it was a burial cave before it was a quarry? They don't, but maybe it could have been. In other words, we don't know. We don't know what would have been here, and we don't know where exactly David Hamelech's Kever is. So let's say it's here. Not very convincing to me. The answer is we really don't know for sure where it is. Archaeologists did find royal burial caves here under the tziyun of David Hamelech on Har Zion, but they think that it could have been a little bit later, around the same time period, but more perhaps Kivrot Beit David, where his descendants were buried. Either way, whether it's a kever or a tziyun, of course, coming here and saying a few prakmot tehillim, the Sefer, the Na'im Zmirot Yisrael, is a very special opportunity.